Hey, this is David with the Shepherd School, and I got this pretty cool French press from Iconic Homes. They sell it on Amazon. But anyway, the nice folks down there emailed me and asked me if I wanted to review a French press. And I don't drink much coffee. As a matter of fact, I've only had coffee twice in my life. Once I was backpacking at Philmont Scout Camp and got hypothermia. Our whole group got hypothermia, and I drank some coffee there so I wouldn't die. The second time was in the Marines. I was dating this Moravian lady from North Carolina. And on Christmas Eve, they have a big church service and they drink coffee. So I only had coffee twice in my life. It's too bitter for me. I drink more tea than anything. But during the Tuscaloosa tornadoes back a couple years ago, my in-laws drink a lot of coffee, and they didn't have a non-electric way of making coffee. This is a good non-electric way of making a coffee using a French press. And so I said, you know, that's a good prepper thing to have. And I'm going to use tea because I drink a lot of tea. So coming out the box, this is what you get. You get this nice glass carafe. You get the press. And it had an extra filter. And it had a set of instructions and a nice plastic spoon for measuring. And the way you change out the filters is this just unscrews. It pops out, you lift it up, you put the new filter in there. So while I put this back together, I've just got some water boiling. And we're just going to follow the instructions that came with it. For y'all coffee purists, somebody's probably going to yell at me in the comments for using this with tea. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let James over there at Survival Pump try it out next. Because he does drink coffee. And we have a cool ghetto coffee hack, brewing hack that he uses. And I'm sure he'll love this. Okay, so we just pour our tea in there. And the instructions say, for every 6-ounce cup of water, put 1 rounded tablespoon of coarsely grounded coffee into the pot. It said slowly pour in your water. It said fully immerse in your grounds. Okay. Leave a minimum of a 1-inch space at the top. We've done that. Then what we're going to do is stir it with the plastic spoon. It says don't use a metal spoon because you don't want to chip the glass. Okay? And that ain't microwave safe. It's glass. We're going to put the lid on there. Okay? Don't push down on the plunger. Let it steep for about 4 minutes. And then once it's ready, we're just going to push slowly down on the plunger, taking about 30 seconds or so to do that. Then it says for best results, decant immediately. Alright, so I backed off the camera a little bit so you could see the whole process. And while it was steeping for 4 minutes, I got me a gallon tea jug with about half a cup of sugar in there. And because I feel like this is going to be pretty strong, right? Because that's why people like French press for coffee. And we're just going to push this down rather slowly. It said take about 30 seconds or so. And it said that if it's hard to do, you can take it out and wash the strainer. But with tea, look at there, it's pretty simple. And what that does is it traps the grounds down at the bottom. Then it says for best results, immediately decant. So we'll do that. And I imagine if that was coffee, it'd be real good. And it traps all the tea grounds. Ooh, this smells strong down at the bottom. Okay? We just add a little bit of water to that. I'm not really sure of the mix because I've never done that before. You know what? I think that's good just as it is. Now, I probably shouldn't have put as much sugar as I did, but I think I could probably drink that straight over ice and not mix it with water at all. Maybe with a couple teaspoons of sugar added, because I like sweet tea. But anyway, don't know anything about coffee, so I'm going to give this to James over at Survival Punk, let him try it out. But I do know about tea, and let me tell you, this works pretty well, I think. I'm going to play with it some more. Feel free to ask in the comments how it turned out long term, but Idyllic Homes, IDYLC Homes, the Kona French press, right? I'll put a link in the website and in the article or the video down at the description for you to see how much this thing is. I don't think it's very much. I want to say it's under 30 bucks, but it's pretty cool. I think it's a good thing to have if you're into disaster preparedness and you like your coffee, because let me tell you, as I said in the Tuscaloosa tornadoes back a couple years ago, my in-laws, man, they had to get a generator just to run their coffee maker, right? Because they didn't have any other way of making coffee, and well, frankly, they're addicted. But anyway, there you go. Until next time, you catch online, www.tngun.com.